Mr. Limada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Storytime. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy Thursday. This week is almost out. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that you are well where you are. And yes, indeed, like my friend Dr. Akila Cadet says, well, keep being amazing out there. You're all awesome. Thank you for being a part of this wonderful community. Thank you for making this community wonderful indeed. Always good to see you. Always good to see your names pop up and picturing those faces. Thank you for being a part of Storytime. And I'm so glad that we're here together. And I hope that you enjoy the wonderful book that we have together. I think this is the third time that we're reading this one here on Storytime. And yeah, for how long I've had this book and how much I like it, that's very little. I feel like it should have been here 6-7 times, if not more. But this is, I think, the third time. I was trying to count through the different selections that we've had for it. But yeah, I think this is the third time. So here we go. Third time here on Storytime. And I can guarantee you that it won't be the last. Thank you so much for joining us. Excited to be here with you. Oh, happy Thursday indeed. I hope that it is a good one for you as well. Thank you so much for joining in. If you're out here in the Bay, it is raining. Kind of Monday was picking up clouds, and then yesterday, Wednesday, and Tuesday, you got a bit of rain, kind of a little bit of sprinkles here and there, and then as of I think late last night, it was definitely more rain, and I think there's more rain in the forecast for the rest of the week. So if you're out in the Bay, please be sure to carry that rain jacket. If you have your rain boots, something to think about. If you have extra jackets, rain jackets that you can donate, please do think about our friends that may not have enough or may not have access to those rain jackets. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Always a pleasure to be here together. And lots and lots that is happening. But of course, today we do have a wonderful book to read together. Time for Bed, Old House. Written by Janet Costa Bates and illustrations by A.G. Ford. A classic already. It is coming your way very shortly. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. And then to remember that on December 9th, something special is happening, and look out for more information too that will be coming. The list of guests that will be coming, all that we'll be putting out on the socials, and of course we'll be letting you know too here. But just to let you know, there'll be a bike blender there, so you can come out and bike away, pedal away, and you'll be able to make your own smoothie. How cool is that, right? So there'll be that. There'll be story time. There'll be music from Tim Dixon, our own Tim Dixon, the one that composed and sang the Storytime theme song. He'll be there doing his social justice music. So come on out and join us. It'll be a lot of fun. And there are many more things that we're still working on and trying to see if those will work out. And we'll be putting them out there, letting you know what's happening. But it'll be a grand, good time. So come on out and join us for the Social Justice Children's Book Holiday Fair that will be happening in conjunction with Emerson Elementary in Oakland. And this will be a fundraiser for Emerson Elementary. I'm excited to be a part of it. And as you know too, like Emerson is a community I love so much. I was there for a very long time, and yeah, glad to be partnering with the PTA and indeed bringing you the Social Justice Children's Book Holiday Fair at Emerson from 12 to 3. Come on out and join us. Come and have fun with us. Thank you so much for joining in today on Storytime. We do have a story to read together, but before we go into that, who is here this morning? Who's ready to enjoy a wonderful story? Good morning to you. How are you doing today? Ari and Megan, good to see you back here live on Storytime. Thank you so much for joining in today. Glad you're here. Good morning. It's sunny and cold out there in Kentucky. Oh my goodness. Brrr. Yeah, sounds like weather for jackets and cozying up and yeah, and reading good books, great books. Thank you so much for joining us today. Oh my goodness. And it is Kathy's birthday. I should have known you're a Scorpio too. Love you even more, Kathy. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Happy birthday to you. Oh my goodness. Happy 20th birthday, Kathy. We love you here at Storytime. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime today. Oh, love it. And be here on your birthday. We appreciate you. Extra hugs to you. Thank you indeed. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Kathy. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime out there in Ohio. And of course, good morning to you as well. One more time, Ari and Megan, and you say morning ingredients. Yes, the morning ingredients are complete. You're here, we're here, everybody's here. Kathy is here. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. And indeed, our friends who are joining us later on for the recording. Soraya, thinking of you in particular, and everybody else that is joining us later on for Storytime. Well, thank you for being here, friends. And don't forget to wish Kathy a happy birthday today. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Kathy, you've contributed to making this place special. Always love seeing you here. And yeah, enjoy it. Enjoy this day. I hope that you have a great day and one that is just what you want. Thank you so much for joining in here on Storytime today. Glad you're here. Good morning to you, everybody, one more time. Our book for today is Time for Bed, Old House. And this one is written by Janet Costa Bates, illustrated by A.G. Ford. And we'll be getting started with this one very, very shortly. So please join me on the other side of this short break. For now, go. Grab what you need. Get everything that you need to make this story time cozy for you, comfortable for you. And we'll be right back very soon. And remember, too, that we have excellent books coming up this week. And we do have, today we're reading Time for Bed, Old House. And we have one more to round us up, which will be If You Come to Earth. And that one will be from Sophie Blackwell and Chronicle Books of San Francisco. So get ready for that one. Join me on the other side of this very short break.
Hey everyone, it's Tiffany Golden, author of I Want to Be Big and Wash Day. And you are watching Storytime with Mr. Lamata.
Welcome back. Thank you indeed, Tiffany Golden. If you've not seen I Want to Be Big, or you've not read I Want to Be Big, well, check it out here on the Storytime platforms. Check it out at your local library. And don't forget, Wash Day is also out. Wash Day came out, I think, maybe a month and a half ago. It is out, so both are available. Ask for Tiffany Golden, and of course, get to read both I Want to Be Big and Wash Day. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Absolutely love it. You're very welcome, Kathy. Very, very welcome. Thank you so much. And one more time, happy birthday to you. Oh, yes. November babies, we're here. All right, here's our book for today. Time for Bed, Old House. Janet Costa Bates, illustrated by A.G. Ford. And we're reading this one with permission of the publishers, CANDLEWICK Press. Who's that? Who's there? Time for bed, old house. I love this. I love this spread. Written by Janet Costa Bates, illustrated by A.G. Ford. Isaac loved the music, the new pajamas he got for his first sleepover at Grandpop's house. He loved laughing and playing with Grandpa, but he didn't love the thought of sleeping away from home. Oh my goodness. How was it? Do you remember your first sleepover away from home? How did that feel like? Isaac loved the new pajamas he got for his first sleepover at Grandpop's house. He loved laughing and playing with Grandpa, but he didn't love the thought of sleeping away from home. It's a big move, right? I'm not sleepy, Isaac said. Then stay awake, Grandpop said. But it's time to put the house to bed. It is? I never heard of putting a house to bed, said Isaac. Well, little buddy, said Grandpop, let me show you and Bear how it's done. Are you all ready to put the old house to sleep? Here we go. Let Grandpa show you how it's done. First, you move kind of quiet and slow. Grandpa took soft, slow steps across the room. Isaac took soft, slow steps behind him. Now, let's make it nice and dark and cozy, Grandpop said, and he turned off the light. Our face, click, 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 lights off. What's the noise? Asked Isaac. He reached for his Grandpop's hand. Oh. Don't be afraid, little buddy. What's that noise? That's just Snuffles, Grandpop said. The old dog plodded across the floor, nails clicking. Isaac gave Snuffles a pat. Snuffles, you scared Isaac for a second there. With Isaac and Snuffles following, Grandpop stepped slowly down the hallway. He paused at the light switch and looked at Isaac. Isaac reached up and turned it off. Squeak, squeak, squeak with every step. What's that noise? Asked Isaac. What's that noise? Squeak, squeak, squeak. Grandpa brought Isaac over to the window and pointed. The wind is blowing your swings back and forth, he said. Isaac could see them moving in the moonlight. That is kind of scary, isn't it? Now, come on, sport. We're not done yet. Grandpa carefully pulled down the window shades. Looks like the house is closing its eyes to sleep, he said. Do you ever notice too, like the floors either seem to creak more or just thud a lot more when everybody else in the place is sleeping and you're trying to move, right? That's how it feels like for me. Creak, creak, creak. What's that noise? Asked Isaac. What is it this time? What is it this time? This old house makes sleepy sounds, just like you, said Grandpa. You yawn, you stretch, I bet you even snore. I don't think I snore, said Isaac. Grandpa shrugged. But if you're sleeping, how do you know? He chuckled loudly, then caught himself and put his hand on his mouth. Quiet time. Come on, little pal, Grandpop said softly. They tiptoed up the stairs. When Snuffles yawned a squeaky yawn, Grandpop put his finger to his lips and whispered, "Shh, Snuffles, shh." They went into Mama's old bedroom. Time to read a bedtime story to the house, Grandpop said quietly to Isaac. But I can't read yet, Isaac said quietly to Grandpop. I bet you can read pictures. Grandpop settled himself into the big chair by the bed and held out a book to Isaac. Just tell me what you see on each page. Isn't that beautiful? I love that so much. But I can't read yet, Isaac said quietly to his grandpa. I bet you can read pictures. Grandpop settled himself into the big chair by the bed and held out a book to Isaac. Just tell me what you see on each page. Good morning, Borden and Chrissy. Good to see you here. Yes. I hope you're well out there in Vermont. Isaac climbed onto Grandpop's lap and described the first picture. A little boy is looking out the window. There is snow on the ground. Isaac turned the page. He's outside wearing a red jacket. Good job, said Grandpa. Keep going. When Isaac finished reading the pictures in the book, he rested his head on his grandpa's shoulder. He could hear him breathing slow and steady. He looked up and saw that he had read Grandpa to sleep. Sweet dreams, Grandpa, sweet dreams. Isaac carefully climbed off the chair. He covered Grandpa with a blanket. Then, taking soft, slow steps, Isaac walked over to the window. He gently closed the shade and whispered, "Time for bed, old house." When the grandfather clock chimed from the hallway, Isaac put his finger to his lips. "Shh, Mr. Clock. Shh." Quiet, Mr. Clock. Quiet. Isaac settled himself into bed, picked up a book, and, in a soft voice, read the pictures to Bear. When he was done, he quietly turned off the lamp. Click, click, click. He reached out to pet Snuffles, this time not scared at all. Squeak, squeak. He thought of the fun he and Bear would have on the swings tomorrow. Crick, crick, crick. Tonight, he would sleep well in the old house. Good night, Isaac. Sweet dreams. And if that old house could hear, then it too would have heard bedtime noises. Fast asleep. And if that old house could hear, then it too would have heard bedtime noises. Oh, snoring in chorus. Thank you so much for joining in. That is the end of our story. Isn't that sweet? Time for bed, old house. Thank you so much for joining me on Storytime today. Please catch me on the other side of this short break when we're back for more of Story Time. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Absolutely appreciate you all.
Hi, friends. I'm Marietta Apollonio, the author and illustrator of Jack the Library Cat, and you are watching my family's favorite Story Time with Mr. LaMotta. Bye.
Welcome back indeed. Thank you so much for joining us, friends. I hope you enjoyed that wonderful story coming to us from Marietta Apollonia. And of course, you know she's brought us Jack the Library Cat. And look out for brand new books that will be coming your way as well from Marietta. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Absolutely love it. As always, being here with you. Thank you indeed. And before we go into any of the other announcements, well, let's see who was with us this morning enjoying Storytime. Thank you so much for being here. Ari and Megan, thank you indeed for being a part of the beautiful morning ingredients here at Storytime. Thank you so much for joining us. And yeah, we keep on adding all those amazing ingredients. We have our books, we have each other. What more do we need? Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime today. To everybody that is here live, and of course everybody that will be joining us later on for the recordings, well, we still send you lots of hugs and hope you can leave us a message to let us know that you were here, so next time we can try and say hi to you as well. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. And of course, it's a big birthday today. Thank you so much for joining us. Kathy, Keith out there in Ohio, happy birthday to you. Really, happy birthday. I hope you have a good one. I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, I hope that it is exactly what you need, exactly what you want it to be today. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. And yeah, have yourself a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining in today. And I'm glad you're here, and yeah, I'm glad you like the song too. We love you here at Storytime. Thank you so much for joining in, and yeah, for being a part of this wonderful community. Thank you for being here. Good morning to you, Chris and Mitchell Adams, and of course, Borden out in sunny Vermont. Thank you so much for joining in, and you're saying homesick today, but happy to be joining in Storytime. Well, feel better, buddy. I hope this sweet book is the beginning of the process of getting better, feeling better. Thank you so much for joining in. Let all those little niggles and snuffles and sniffles go away soon. Thank you so much for joining us here. And of course, selfishly, glad that you're here with us on Storytime Live. So yeah, trying to have a bit of both here, right? I hope you feel better too, buddy. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. To everybody that was here, this has been Storytime for today. Thank you so much for joining in. And remember too that we do have amazing events coming up this December, including the Social Justice Children's Book Holiday Fair, and I will be hosting that one. I'll be emceeing that one, and this is being hosted in conjunction with the Emerson Elementary Oakland PTA. So come on out and join us. Come on out and have fun with us. There will be lots and lots of fun, lots of things to do, music there. So come on out and join in, dance, sing along with us. There will be, of course, story time will be there. Will be authors will be reading their books. I will be reading some books. So come on out and join us. I'll be telling stories too. So come on out and join us. And there'll be a bike blender as well, so you can pedal away and make yourself a good smoothie and enjoy it. Yes, so many other organizations that we've invited, and we hope that all of them can make it to make this event even special. But the Social Justice Children's Book Holiday Fair is happening, and it is a fundraiser for Emerson Elementary, but it is also a way to show support for all the creators out there, the social justice, the conscious creators out there that are making many wonderful, wonderful books. And some of them, you know, they're being banned and all kinds of things happening. But this is the place that we hope to celebrate all those wonderful creators and indeed wonderful books. Thank you so much for being here, friends. Looking forward to that one. And I know that not everybody is in the Bay or can be in the Bay at that time. So if you're not here, do not worry. We will be streaming live on the Storytime platform, so you can still be able to join us for a little bit, however, whatever your time allows. I hope that you can join us and get to see what will be happening there. We'll be having author readings here on Storytime. We'll be having author interviews and conversations, and we'll be just having chats and different raffles and things, and we'll hopefully able to send you all the books, some of the books that will be there at the Social Justice Children's Book Holiday Fair. I finally can say that. It's only taken me 3 years. Thank you so much for joining in, friends. I absolutely appreciate you. Everyone out there, keep being amazing. As Dr. Akila Cadet always says, keep being amazing. You're awesome. Your voice matters. Everything that you do matters. And we hope that you can use your voice for change. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Much love from me, and I will see you again tomorrow for one more book this week. And then remember too that we said next week Storytime will be off. Storytime Live will be off, but we will be streaming amazing conversations that we've had with creators in the past. And so look out for those wonderful books, wonderful conversations, lots to learn still. And I will definitely miss you coming live in the morning, but I will be watching with you. I will definitely be watching with you. I always try and tune in as well when we have the recordings going, so we can just see what's happening and also just get to be read to too. Thank you so much, friends. Please join me tomorrow when we're back and we're bringing this amazing book back to Storytime, If You Come to Earth. And it is written by Sophie Blacko, written and illustrated by Sophie Blacko. And we will be reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you indeed for joining us here today. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day. Much love from me. Bye-bye. Feel better, Bowden?
Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. Ooh, story time. Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't